This video is sponsored by EVBase.
Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli, an FSD in my Tesla Model Y launch model. I absolutely love this car. The FSD is amazing. I'm on my way to Home Depot to buy propane for Father's Day. I'm going to do some barbecue, so happy Father's Day to everybody. And I want to talk about the refresh of the Tesla Model X and the Tesla Model S, but not specifically from all the changes. I will mention them, but I want to talk about, is it worth it for you to buy this refresh? And I will explain in a minute. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'll give you my recommendation because that's what I love doing. So I just want to say this: Tesla flagship cars, I mean the Model S and then the Model X, was the biggest breakthrough in automotive industry. Electric cars that are fast, good range, and really changed the world starting in 2012. But let's say I give you the numbers. In 2024, Tesla sold about 85,000 non-Model 3 or Y, meaning S, X, and Cybertruck. So we assume about 45,000-ish of Model S and X. So it's obviously not their big seller. They're expensive cars and all that. The Model 3 and the Model Y, especially this one, I cannot stop praising this amazing car. They're just for the masses, and that is for very wealthy people, 80,000 and north, 80 to 100,000 and all that stuff. So the Model S and Model X were refreshed several times. And what I call the refresh now is a lot of tweaks. Now, Tesla does a lot of things that you don't see. And sometimes maybe it's a quote-unquote problem, because if you don't see a new model, what's the point? Why am I buying it for? Blah, blah, blah. It looks almost the same. But they do a lot of stuff. So in the new refresh, the Model S for sure, there is a little bit more range. It's smoother ride, different tires, different wheels, different wheel covers, ambient lighting, interactive, improved suspension and all that. Now, I drove the Model S and the Model X test drive several times. I drove all the 2012 one. I have a friend who still owns it. Unbelievable. So it is an amazing, marvelous car. I mean, the Model X now maybe have a little bit more room for the third row and all that, but that comes with a $5,000 price hike. Now, if you look at all the improvements, is it worth $5,000 more? Probably not. But you create exclusivity and this and that and the other. The shape of the Plaid Model S and the non-Plaid Model S, the long range one, is different. It's a beautiful car. The Model S is a beautiful car. I have a friend who has the Model S Plaid. I drove it. It's a rocket. It's beautiful. It's absolutely so. Like I say, wheels and this and that and the other, and improvements and quieter ride. I mean, it's amazing. Like this Tesla Model Y, it's so much better. I have a Tesla Model Y 2021. It's so much. This is exponential. It's like a different car. This should not be called a Tesla Model Y. It should be called something else. All right, but be that as it may, it is unbelievable. So, is it worth 87,000, almost 100,000 for the Model X and all that? Is it worth it? And my answer is no, and I tell you why. Two main reasons. First of all, the improvements don't worth $5,000 more. Now, if you have money to buy a car for 80,000 or 90,000, what's the difference for 5,000? It's for you. It's pocket change. When you get to those levels, those numbers don't matter. However, the 2025 Tesla Model S and X right now that is in inventory, I saw up to 6,000, 6,500 in one place in California. I saw almost $10,000 discount. Now the difference is about $10,000 between the upgraded Tesla Model S and X than the quote-unquote old. I mean, talking about last week old. Those cars are great. They're amazing. So one of them has a 410 miles, one of them has 420 miles, depends on the wheels, depends, what's the difference? You don't need more than 300 miles. I drive long range, you don't need more than that. Believe me, it's fine. But let's go with the flow. So for those, they're not like meaningless improvements. They're improvements, but please, the Tesla Model S and X last week version, okay, that there are on inventory now. There are many of them because it doesn't sell well at all. It doesn't sell well at all. For $5,000 to $10,000 discount, now you're talking about the mid-70s. The mid-70s you're talking about. That is by far, if I tell you, I love the Tesla Model X. I have no use for it, meaning what do I need it for? But it is an absolutely beautiful car. Okay, I drove it, a friend of mine has it, I test drove it several times, and I'm going to South Florida in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I can get my hand on the new Model S and Model X, and I test drive them there. So that I can't wait, it's really amazing. But if you really love these cars, and you want to get your hand on it, I more than highly recommend that you go to the inventory in your area and buy those. When it's all said and done, between the price of the new one and the price of the last week ones, I don't call it the old ones by being insult, that is 10 grand. That's a lot of money for anyone. That's a lot of money. So I highly recommend you do that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli here with my Tesla Model Y Juniper launch model. These are the cross-flow caps, okay, rim covers that come with the Tesla. They're very nice, but as you know, if you own a Tesla car, you know all about the curb rash, okay? Because if you see here, in almost every Tesla rim cover, it doesn't cover all the way, okay? See, it gets all the way here. So that's why you get curb rash. Let me show you one. Here it is, here's one, okay? Curb rash, this is just happened. So I got these beautiful hubcaps cross flow from EV Base, my sponsor. If you use my code, I'm going to put it in the video, you can get up to 10 or 20%, depends on the season. They're really great. I already installed one. Look at that. You can also order the Tesla sticker if you'd like to put it. I like it this way. It's really, really nice. It's very easy to install. So I installed one. Let me show you a trick of how to get the Tesla covers, because they're a little bit tricky. Okay, there's one here in front of me. Okay, see, I took it out already. I can keep it. I'm going to keep it as a spare for whatever reason. Maybe I can sell it, but these are really nice and aggressive. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, I'm right in front of the caps, the actual Tesla ones, the cross flow. Now I took a little screwdriver because they like you can't just rip them out. So it's still difficult. So basically, you just stick it right here, and then you just watch your fingers. Then it will pop. Okay, it will pop just like this. Watch. Okay, it pops. So you do like 2 or 3 of them in the top, and then the whole thing comes up. Otherwise, it's not easy to take out. I can tell you that. It's not easy to take out. Okay, then you take another one, and if you feel like it, you can take another one. So this way you can absolutely pop them out, and it's easy. See, you get 3, and then you just pop it out like so. Now you get the new wheel cover. That is very easy to install. You see, it comes in this bubble wrap. You take it out like this, and then you make sure you find the air pipe. Okay, right here you align it, and it's easier to to install, much easier to install, like it's one piece. You make sure it's in. That's it. Now, here we go. Now, this is cover. You see, so the curb brush will not go on the top of the rim. It's covered. Okay? So here it is. You see? It is covered. The whole rim is covered. Now the rim is protected. Let me show you here. The rim is covered. The rim is protected as opposed to what we had before. Let me show you on the other side again. See? Here the rim is not protected. See that? The rim is not protected, so you get all these curb brushes. Alright? You want to protect your beautiful car, right? So go ahead, go to EV-Base website, use my code TEI, the Electric Israeli, and you get some nice discounts. Okay? Thanks.